How many of you joined the Hallelujah Challenge? Yeah, I know it was wonderful, right? Yesterday was the official concluding part of the challenge. I mean, 20 days of glory. No be smarting, no be moi. Congratulations to all those who joined. Yesterday was also dressed like your miracle, and of course, a lot of people had different attires, prophetically dressing as they would dress when their miracle arrives. And I think that is profound. But there are some things that I know a lot of us missed while the Hallelujah Challenge was going on. And I want to comment on that. Towards the end of each day, you notice that PN was always appreciating a certain category of partners that supported the Hallelujah Challenge in one way or another. And while he was mentioning all these names, there's this one name that stuck to my head, even up till now, when I'm sleeping, when I'm eating, when I'm bathing. I mean, and that is the Simon Cooper partners. I don't know who else that name entered their head. Maybe because it was the first name always mentioned or something. I don't know, but it was always ringing in my head and pushing me to check them out and all that. Now, let me tell you the secret to this. Number one, position yourself strategically when you see a big opportunity, even if you have to offer your skill or your services for free. There are some people that offer their services and their skills for free, the sound engineer, the designer, and all that. And this was strategic because towards the end, he was able to announce those people. Now, imagine announcing in the presence of thousands, in fact, almost about 1 million viewers. Definitely one or two persons will contact you. So anytime you see such opportunity to support a big project, be it spiritual or in secular world, be sensitive to know. And it's not every time you have to demand for money. Be sensitive to know, even if they are not going to pay you, even if they are not considering to enlist you, offer your service free of charge. At least let your name be out there, let your product or service be out there. Who knows? At the end of the program, when people begin to see it or interact with your product or service, you may get a very big client from there. Secondly, give your brand a name that will be difficult to shake off the mind of those who hear it. I mean, among those names that were mentioned, there were some names, some brand names that refuse to leave our heads because they are, number one, not as common as others. And secondly, they were easy to pronounce. So give your brand a name that people will be able to remember easily, especially the spelling and the pronunciation. Number three, start that business you are planning to start now so that you will be better positioned when opportunities come. I mean, I can imagine some people who have been planning to start one business or another before this Hallelujah Challenge began, and they are in proximity with Pastor Nathaniel. They could easily have supported with their skill, giving pop-off, giving buns, giving yogurt, and their names will be listed as part of the partners, but they missed that because they were procrastinating. So start that thing, that business now, so that when opportunities come tomorrow, you'll be available for it. Number four, as much as it is good to have a physical location, make sure you rent an apartment in digital space. I mean, the world has gone technological. People want to check you out without necessarily contacting you. And the easiest way to do that is to check for you or search for you online. So if you are not, imagine you are being mentioned to hundreds of thousands of people, and 100 of them are trying to check out what you do, only for them to discover that they can't find you online, but you have a physical location somewhere in Alaba. That is not good enough, especially in this age. So rent an apartment in the digital space. Number five, people currency is powerful. I mean, not only money, not only paper it can get you stuff. People can get you stuff. Nathaniel Bassey, imagine a lot of people supported this program free of charge without Nathaniel Bassey paying a dime. And that's because they know he has the people currency. They know if he announces their name or mentions their brand, he will be mentioning it in the presence of millions of people. He has on YouTube over 2 million subscribers. That is people. All right. So when you have these people, then brands, companies, and people will be willing to support you, even if it's for their own selfish interest. I can imagine the banks supporting Hallelujah Challenge because they really love God. Nah, not that. They wanted the promotion. Finally, number six, Pastor Nat was inspired by God to start this, and it has brought him a lot of crowd. So if you want crowd to follow you, if you want to have the people currency, then you have to pay attention to the inspiration of God. That is what we announce you. That is what we bring people to you. And of course, I'm not trying to preach the gospel of being greedy or being money conscious or business conscious when you are dealing with God. No, that's not what I'm saying. Give your skill, give your services, give your whatever to God freely as a gift, as a sacrifice, as an appreciation to Him. But at the same time, be better positioned so that when the blessing and the reward comes, it can have a safe landing, it can have somewhere to land. And I really appreciate Pastor Nat because he's intentionally trying to use his platform. He knows he has a platform and he's intentionally trying to use it to raise up younger people so that they can also come up to stardom. I really appreciate that. I salute that. Thank you, Pastor Nat. And congratulations to everyone once again who joined from day 1 to day 20. Even if you joined one day, I know you are blessed. Now, I'd like to know which of the brands that he mentioned stuck in your head, which of the names you still remember even up to now. Let me know in the comment section.